Good evening, everybody. This is Not Important, and this is the Mother Bunker Files. Welcome to the Trenches of Truth. This is your nihilistic narrator. Alright, so a few things to go, and we will have another episode on Tuesday, but be sure, if you are stopping by for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. Make a bot, whatever, I don't care. So a few things in order. Sometimes we go over some heavy things here. Any truthery experts out there can drop some heavy material on people. So it's important to keep an even keel, in life in general. I just want to point that out. If you need a break, take a break from it, I mean, I'm not a doom and gloom channel. We got at least another year and a half left. Things are heating up pretty bit, a bit, but it's how it goes, The storm is rolling in, but it'll take a while to, feel the full effects of everything that's going on. Anywho, my objective isn't to make anyone, lose their shit, mentally, or spiritually. It's a hard topic to go over, as far as, topics go. But if you're going through some stuff, on a personal level, I would recommend hemp oil. There's hemp oil out there to get sleep. Sleep is important. Don't lose sleep over this. I've decided, I'm gonna give up to God. Let this go to God on my personal plan level. I'm preparing, I'm stacking. I have defensive weapons to protect me and mine, and I'm sure people out there feel the same way, but my objective isn't to make anyone go crazy, and it's easy to go crazy, especially if you're following Q. Now, my opinion, and this may change again, but, everyone's talking about trust Q's plan, and, I think that's bullshit. I'm gonna trust God's plan. Hold on, my cat's being bad. Stop scratching the couch. Stop scratching the couch. She's adorable. All these breadcrumbs and stuff, it's really triggering for people. And there was that one guy that stabbed his own brother because he thought he was a reptilian person. I don't think they work like that. I mean, unless he was a changeling, But I'm not following Q's plan. I'm going with God's plan. And if maybe there is something in the FISA reports that Donald Trump will release. I mean, I think I definitely don't trust Hillary Clinton or the Clinton Foundation or people that were noted to have dealt with terrorists. Nuclear trade deal for personal gain. I believe that's illegal. Should be illegal. Something treasonous about that. Dealing with Russia. But this Mueller thing might go on for another couple of weeks, I feel. By the way, Bill Clinton blowjob trial costs the country $80 million, and this one's about, $30 million, so we have a ways to go with this trial stuff. God damn, is the fucking party falling apart, which is why and this is not an April Fool's joke, I am going to run as a write-in. That's not important. That's, my name that isn't on my birth certificate, but I've given myself as not important. If you want to write not fucking important, power to you, but I am my t-shirt, which I will be dropping at the end of the month, is going to have Not Important 2020. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm going to buy one. You should too. Anywho, moving right along. Few things I want to go over. Dr. Crackpot, as I'm going to call him, has gone off the deep end with the Q shit. And, I kind of watched it happen. And it's hard not to, throw gasoline on a conspiracy theorist because they're like, and they're controlling the weather. And I'm like, yeah, man. Oh, fuck. You gotta come down, I don't know, have a beer and just be at peace with yourself. If you are at peace with yourself, then you are able to help others. And check on your friends. There's that should be a thing for the suicide awareness people out there. There's oh my god, the guy at Sandy Hook killed himself. Oh my god, the survivors. I believe the government killed them because they needed, more proof. But that's also, check on your damn friends. That's what it boils down to. All this suicide awareness and hotlines isn't going to do shit. Excuse me. So, yeah. Dr. Crackpot, we were having breakfast the other day, and he started talking about how your cell phone, which, I believe he's a doctor. He is a doctor, in a way. Not going to try and ruin his reputation out there, but leaving your cell phone in your pocket, or especially while driving, can lower your sperm count. Just something to think about. Maybe, I wear jackets a lot of the time, so I have it, up closer to my body, which is probably not good. But when I'm driving, I actually throw my wallet and my cell phone, on the dash, just because it's uncomfortable, and, if someone calls me, then, I have Bluetooth, so I can answer it, but, keeping it in your pocket is kind of not good. Mylar bags, block the frequency that is going through your body. With this being the age of Aquarius, people think that Aquarius is a water sign. It is actually an air sign. So what does that sound like? 5G, EMF, airwaves, libel, news, The libel news station is what they should call it. At this point, I really haven't gotten much from it. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Flooding in the Midwest is a thing that the news hasn't really reported on, and what that's going to mean for the upcoming months, that is harvesting and planting. So we might see a food shortage coming up, as in corn, soybeans for sure, wheat, and cows. A lot of cows have, this is huge. Most of the Midwest is underwater right now, and a lot of livestock has been lost. So, that's about 4 months. What is it? Today's April, May, June, July, August, September. Probably until September. I mean, we do get food from other places, but there's a trade war going on right now, so that's 5 months. Stock up on that rice and beans. It's a little bit pricey. And snacks. I think snacks are important. I went to the store and I bought, the wife needed snacks, so I went and bought I went ham on snacks, Not really healthy things, but we have some rye chips now. And, just to keep yourself in stock for at least up to 2 weeks, right? That's where the Mylar bags come in handy. A lot of other channels will push this survival food and MREs and stuff. And that's good, but it's expensive, right? And I'm a poor millennial, So I, pinch pennies to do stuff or to, save up. But a 5-pound bag of rice, I think, is $5. 2-pound rice, $2.95. Pound of rice, I think, is $1. And I mean, if you have a lot of mouths to feed, rice expands in your stomach, so it can go a long way. And soy sauce is good for forever, along with salt and other spices. Check the expiration date. Some spices go bad, but salt-based spices will stay good for a while, and they have a shelf life. But I did my Mylar bag storage today, and it says to use an iron to seal it, right? But I used my wife's hair straightener to seal the bags, and I sealed up a pound of black beans, a pound of black-eyed peas, which I haven't had, but I need to get more black beans and more rice. But I have 16 pounds of rice now, and it's taken a while, It didn't happen overnight. I saved up for it, and like I say, you have, 2 months to do this, put away some money, and, $40 should buy you a good bit of food, in terms of basic food, rice, beans, lentils have a lot of protein in them. Beans have a lot of protein in them. Salt. Add some salt for some flavor. Cheese can store for a while. Not shredded cheese, but you know what I mean. Like, if you seal it in wax, that's the thing. I should have written down what else I was going to say. But yeah, so that's about, for me and my family, that's about 2 weeks. And we have hardtack on top of that, which is kind of hard to... It's messy. It's a messy thing to make, and it takes a while to dry out the bread or the dough to make the cracker, basically. And it's going to be hard on your teeth, but soups, broths, that sort of thing. Because it's going to save you money in the long run, because I don't see, you can correct me, but I don't see this as being in something that we're not going to feel. Like you feel a gas price goes up like 5 cents and people are flipping out. Price of beans goes up like a couple dollars, so a pound of beans, instead of being $2, it's now $4. That's going to be harder. I think I've hit on all my points so far. Hold on. Oh yeah, and water. Because there's a small 10% chance that we could lose power at some point in the future. And then you don't have running water. But you have water in your water heater. If you have that big thing, then you can see that there's a spout, and you can that has, I think, 50 gallons of water that you can drink. Probably won't taste the best, but it is safe as far as the drinking water standards go, But yeah, I buy it in the bottles, and I don't buy Aquafina or Dasani. I buy Sam's Club for reasons. I don't trust those brands, but I never had, I had a bad dream after drinking Aquafina water that has stuck with me. I went to bed one night and I was drinking Aquafina, and I had a dream that I was at the Aquafina factory, and I could see it was just sewage, right, floating in these bowls or these giant vats, and I see the toilet paper floating around. But that stuck with me, so I was like, I'm not gonna drink Aquafina anymore. I mean, if someone offers it to me, I'm not gonna deny it, but I'm not a huge Aquafina fan, and the way I see it set up is if we have these Walmart FEMA camps, then they're gonna want something to give people that has to keep people healthy, as opposed to Aquafina. You know, something that people are gonna save money on. I don't know. I trust it. They have good bottles too, so I buy a 34 pack of water, and I keep a 12 pack in my car just in case I need to bug out, because you can't go 3 days without water or you're gonna run into some problems. You're gonna be drinking your piss, and then no one wants to really drink piss. So, you know, not trying to put fear in you, but I'm just trying to like get you in the mental process of preparing. You know, Sam's Club water is like $4. So in all, you know, you spend about $30. And if you're on a tight budget, you know, I get that it's hard. But like, maybe buy a thing of water, keep that in your car, and then buy two, keep one in your car, and that way you have one stored away. Because bam, you have stored away water. Perfect, right? Perfect. Yeah, there's a huge money-making thing for survival foods, and you can go your whole life without actually using it. But it's better to have some preparations as opposed to no preparations, because you will be up Shit's Creek. The Fed has decided that there's I'm using air quotes here, a slowdown, and so they're not going to raise interest rates, and what that means is, and they might do quantitative easing. So, you know how you have interest rates on credit cards are at like 24%, or you go to a pawn shop, and I don't know what a pawn shop, but there's an interest rate percentage, and it's pretty steep. It's in the 20s, I'm assuming. These people on Wall Street, or these bankers, are borrowing money from the Fed at 2.5% interest. And from 2008 until 2016, 2008 till 2016, maybe 2018, they've started raising rate, or they were borrowing at 0% to pull us out of the housing market crisis that they were a part of, they are responsible for. So, when the Fed is printing money, that means inflation's going up. Alright? So, silver is a little bit more expensive. It's $15 an ounce right now, but it is still on sale. An ounce of silver in Venezuela is around, it will buy you 6 months of food. Okay? It's like 3 million whatever Venezuelan dollars are. I can't pronounce it. Bolivarians or Bolivars? I don't know. So, I mean, that roughly translates to $20 in U.S. currency. So 3 million of this one country's currency is around $20 of American currency. But we are not immune to inflation. The dollar has lost about 98% of its value since we went off the gold standard. So that's why these prices are really suppressed. And they bring you good luck. So, that's my tangent for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for 2 for Tuesday. Hit that like, tell your friends, share if ye be so bold, have a trust God's plan, not Q's plan. You know, drop me an email if you're confused about anything or need something. Donate some Bitcoins or some Litecoins if you feel so inclined. If you're having trouble, categorize, strategize, and stepify, or something around those lines, you know. Have to do one thing at a time. That's it. It's just one thing at a time. Alright, guys. Be good, be safe, be smart, be cool, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.